I'm Gabby, and today I'm going to teach you how to draw Ankha from Animal Crossing really good. Now, for starters, you want to pick out a good colour for her skin and start with a capital U upside down shape for her head. Then you will move on to her ears, and you're going to want to use a devil horn technique to draw those. Remember to make the left slightly smaller to get the 3D shape. Next, you're going to use the smushed capital U technique to draw the bottom of her head and go on to her eyes. Now, you're going to want to use the smushed cardboard box technique, upside down of course, to draw her eyes, and then add a line at the bottom. Fantastic! Then you'll add 2 pupils, and remember to keep the left eye smaller for the 3D effect. Next, you will move on to her body, and I think it works best when you take it all in one go. And of course, you know to always draw 10 fingers on a human, but Ankha is of course a cat, so no fingers for her, but we will be adding claws later. And of course, fill in with the Ankha color to make a really 3D effect and have it, wow, it's like it's popping out at you as I speak. Next, you're gonna want to move on and draw her clothes. Of course, I used the reference picture on the Animal Crossing Wikia, and she's wearing her mummy shirt. So get the bone color and draw the shirt. Don't forget to fill it in for the full 3D effect and add the lines for depth. Wow, all that depth, it's practically sinking into your computer screen. Next, Ankha, of course, the Egyptian cat. She's very, very cool. She has these cool blue markings all over her body. So you're going to choose a real 3D blue color, and you're going to want to draw in all of those onto her body. And of course, you cannot forget tail. Make sure to use the snaking technique for her tail. If you do not know the snaking technique, I would like to refer you to one of my older videos or use Google. Lots of good tutorials on that snaking technique. Next, you will move on to outlining her head in blue. Like I mentioned, she's a cool Egyptian cat. She's outlined in blue a lot, and always remember to fill in for the full 3D effect. Next, you're gonna select your 3D black color and draw her claws. Remember, she's a cat, she has claws, and bitch will cut you. Moving on from that, you're going to draw her mouth. She will be frowning because, well, she's better than you, and she's kind of sad that she has to look at you. And of course, you're going to want to finish off with her blue markings, so select a separate blue color and finish the markings on her head. And of course, like the rest, you're going to fill these in. Now moving on, Ankha, the cool Egyptian cat, does have a snake on top of her head. It is blue regularly, but like Ankha, I am very cool, and I chose to draw it in green because snakes are green. And remember when drawing the snake to use that snaking technique again and to give it a tongue because it is a living, breathing animal atop her head. Next, you're going to add a background. She lives in the desert because she's an Egyptian, and so you want to make sure the color isn't too yellow so you can still see her skin. Fantastic. And then to add the full effect that she is in Egypt, you're going to draw a pyramid in the background. Now, it took me hours to perfect these bricks. I used the bricking technique, and it does take years to learn, so I sped up the process for you so you wouldn't have to wait the whole time. But it is very, very tricky, but I promise if you have lots of years of practice and you work very hard, someday you will be as good as me. It just takes some time, and don't forget to fill in that pyramid because it is a pyramid. It's filled in. And then you're going to move Ankha in front of it because she's better than the pyramid. And then, of course, because as I include in all my videos, she has to be saying something. So you're going to add a very cool comic book style text box and write something that Ankha would say. Something like, I'm better than you. And now, of course, because this is very professional work of art, you're going to want to add your name and age. For me, it'll be my Reddit username. That would be Arndell, age 17. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned how to draw really good.